So a number of months ago, at the beginning of this year and towards the end of last year, I would often go and visit my father's grave. And this is something that I've done for years, so it's not anything new. But I would often go around there when I was running, and this time, or during this time, I was looking for my father's support. So when I was there, I would look at his stone, his gravestone, and I would imagine that he was there, or imagine that he would turn up. And I was looking, as I said, I was looking for his support. And a little while later, I started to think about how I was engaging in something called repetition compulsion. Because although in one way, of course, this is something that I said I've been doing for a while, and something that a lot of people do. You know, that someone passes on and we visit their graves, you know, that can be seen as normal. But the fact that I was looking for his support and he was no longer here, and the fact that I would often look for his support when he was here and it wasn't there, because my father he wasn't really emotionally available. He was often working, and when I would go to give him a hug, he would often freeze up, and he had his own issues there. He had his own baggage. And before he met my mother and got married to her, he was married and he lost his first wife to cancer. And then within a few years he was married again. And to me, he didn't work through any of this pain. I mean, back in those days, he didn't have the internet. He can go online and find answers, which is what I've done and what I continue to do. He can do any of that. And so my belief is that he closed down after that, met my mother, who was also closed down, which is one of the reasons why they ended up together. And this is why he couldn't really be there for me and really show up. And so when I came to see that I was engaging in this repetition compulsion, I thought, you know, what was I doing? What's this all about? But then it allowed me to get in touch with some old wounds that I needed to face and to process. Because looking for his support now is obviously a waste of time because he's not here, but this is what I did before. I was looking for his support, but it wasn't there. And so I came to see that I needed to face these wounds. I would continue to look for support in places where it couldn't be found. So perhaps you can relate to this, perhaps you've done something similar. Perhaps you are simply looking towards certain people to be there for you and they can't because of their own issues, and at the same time, although this can cause you to suffer, it could show that you are also engaging in repetition compulsion, so you are looking for things that can't be provided because that's something you experienced very early on. And part of you feels comfortable, feels safe with that, your ego mind feels safe with that scenario. Part of you can also be looking to receive what you didn't receive back then, but through co-creating a very similar experience, you will end up trying to receive support from someone who can't be there for you, just like when you were a child perhaps. And at the same time, through being aware of what is going on, you can do something about this, you can resolve these wounds, and you can change your reality. So, if you can relate to this, and I hope you do reach out for the support that you need, or if you are aware of what to do already, I hope you can find the courage to face your wounds so that you can gradually change your life. To find out more about the services that I offer and how I can assist you on your journey, go to www.oliverjrcooper.co.uk or email me at info@oliverjrcooper.co.uk. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.